It wasn't all work and no play for Hayden while shooting Jumper in Egypt. Zayn goes back to where it all started.
Tanya, the majestic pyramids around me are just one of the scenes in the new movie that marked the beginning of Hayden's new relationship.
Christensen's character in Jumper is capable of teleporting around the world, allowing him to make a big impression on his romantic interest, Rachel Bilson.
Take a deep breath.
In the film, he teleports Bilson to the Coliseum for their first date.
It's a very romantic first date to go on. What kind of stuff have you done in real life that might warrant the romantic title?
Nothing that can compare to that.
No?
No.
Well, I guess in real life, that didn't happen.
Rumor has it Rachel and Hayden began dating last spring after the young Jedi began using his skills to win over Bilson.
What's the closest attempt that a guy has made in real life to try to woo you?
Impress?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been given really cool, thoughtful, handmade presents that have been amazing.
I like to make things, so I'll make things for somebody, and I made my girlfriend a swing.
Oh, really?
I thought was a nice gesture.
How long ago was that?
That was not too long ago. That was probably half a year ago, I guess.
So could this be the homemade gift Rachel's talking about? It's hanging at Hayden's Markham, Ontario homestead.
Is there anything carved on it?
It might be.
Oh, there is?
It might be.
So if we go to the farm and we see the carving.
Yeah,
But Christensen's family farm wasn't the only place the young stars ventured while shooting in Toronto.
To be honest, when we were filming, we didn't really have that much time off, which was, a bit of a disappointment because I was filming at home. It was my first time getting to film, in Toronto. But I took Rachel to a place called Roberto's.
Yeah.
It's a nice family-run Italian restaurant on Yonge Street. Some of the best food in Toronto.
Keep it right here for part 2 of Zayn's interview with Hayden in Egypt on tomorrow's show. Hayden goes sci-fi and Jumper, but did it come at a price? Zayn Megji's in Egypt with the story.
That's right, Tanya. Long days on set, death-defying stunts, all in a day's work for Hayden Christensen.
This might hurt a little bit, okay? Yeah, I took quite a beating on this movie.
Yeah.
My character, takes a lot of abuse from Sam Jackson's character. He's sort of constantly getting knocked about. So I tried to do most of it myself and suffered a few war wounds. I got a nice scar. You can see across my hand here. It starts there and goes straight across.
There are always consequences.
Did your hand slice open?
Yeah, when I was doing that scene where I put my hand through this big plastic globe and sliced it open. And a few other, split my ear open one time too. But we just crazy glued it back together.
You used crazy glue?
Yeah.
What?
It's the multifunctional glue. Yeah.
It doesn't slip into your cut?
Apparently that they used it during World War II. That's what they would use for minor injuries.
What was that experience like fighting Samuel L. Jackson?
I mean, it's so bizarre, You're it was one of my, first days, I believe, maybe the first week I was on the movie, and I was jumped into it. Okay, you're on a harness, and Sam's gonna throw you into the wall. I was like, huh? Okay. Sam was so great and professional and so cool and welcoming, but it was bizarre and physical. There were bruises and cuts and stuff.
Take a deep breath.
eTalk's Jumper Week continues with Zayn in Egypt talking transport with Hayden Christensen.
Hayden's method of travel in Jumper is teleportation. Sound impossible? Maybe not.
This thing that just happened could set me free.
Teleportation is given the Hollywood treatment in Jumper, but star Hayden Christensen decided to find out more about the facts behind the fiction.
Talking about the idea of teleportation, how much research did you do into finding out about the actual scientific basis behind it? Because you guys went to talk at MIT.
Yeah, we did. We went to MIT, myself and Doug Lyman, the director, went and sat on this panel with a couple of professors who were experts in quantum teleportation, which is a form of teleportation that actually exists. They've actually teleported particles of light.
Yeah.
The teleportation in our film, which is considered displacement teleportation, wormhole sort of teleportation, is obviously more fantasy. So there wasn't really too much research to do, It's really more spending my time thinking about what it would be like to sort of harbor that kind of, secret and how that would affect someone's ability to, relate and socialize and how that would actually, impact somebody. This might hurt a little bit, okay?